One of my pet peeves I realized is when people think that I care what they ate and they want to tell me what they ate and what they've been eating nowadays and things like that. You know, they've started some new diet and they have to tell me about it. And it's never a thin person telling me what they ate. I cannot think of a time when a thin person came up to me and said, "Oh, you know, I've been eating a lot of fruit lately. And I ate a salad today and I only had half the dressing." Like, sure, that's probably how a bunch of them are eating, but like they never tell me about it. I never have to learn about their, what they ate today, completely unsolicited. It's always the not thin people who are always telling me what they ate and stuff like that. Like I somehow care. I guess they kind of just want to hear themselves say it. I guess they feel like, it's a point of pride that they didn't, have a half slab of ribs or something. The one exception though, one time I did know a thin person who would tell me what they ate, but that person very clearly had an eating disorder. And he was a narcissist. And so he was very proud of the fact that, he ate a candy bar and threw up. I know that's terrible. I shouldn't laugh, but I mean, he was proud. He wanted the whole office to know. I had a candy bar and it was just too much for my body and my body rejected it. My thin body rejected it and I threw up. And some other time he had ice cream and he said I was doubled over in pain. It was delicious, but oh, my body couldn't handle it. So yeah, that was the one exception. Except he wasn't like, "Guess what I've been eating nowadays." It was more like these horror stories of how like calories entered his body and his body rejected it. But God, yeah, and on the other side of the spectrum, it's always the sort of larger coworker who wants to tell me, "Well, I've been eating, this lately and I'm eating this now and I ate that lately and I had that." And I'm like, I don't care. That's nice. And I feel like I have to stop myself because there are times when I want to tell people, what I ate and stuff. And I think that's coming from a place of, oh my God, I didn't eat, a whole lasagna by myself. I'm going to tell the world. And there's a downside to that because if you like have a salad one day, they're going to expect you to have a salad every day for the rest of your life. Like I was on some sort of diet or something, or not like a diet, but it was like those, what is it called? It wasn't one of those food plans where they deliver the food to you or something. And me and my ex were doing it together and I mentioned it to my aunt. And for like a year after, even though we had like long finished doing that diet, she like wouldn't let it go. So like years later, she's still like, "Are you still doing that thing? Are you still on that diet plan?" And when you've already, gone back to eating crap and stuff, you don't want someone reminding you every 5 minutes that you were eating healthy for like 5 minutes, like 2 years ago. So yeah, so I'm very careful never to bring that up again because they're going to hold you to it for the rest of your natural life. And also, nobody cares. So yeah, and so during quarantine, I've got all these people who want to tell me like, "Oh, since I've been on quarantine, I started eating this and that, and I haven't eaten that, and blah blah." And so I do have the impulse to sort of share what I ate. And then I'm like, no, keep it to yourself because they don't care. And the only reason why I'm sharing it is probably not out of the most healthy mindset. My father, oh my God, my father was so funny. He had been, I guess as a youth, he was always fit and stuff. And then as he got older, when I was coming of age, he got a little pudgier. And then he got cancer, which didn't didn't kill him. He had what I would call the Cadillac of cancers, where like really nothing happened, except he got not like deadly thin, not deathly thin, but he got thinner. He lost weight. I'm not sure if it was the cancer or the treatment so much, but he's the cancer's, not affecting him now. It's fine. He's technically not in remission. Technically, he still has it, but it's such a like slow moving cancer that like he could have it the rest of his life and it's not really going to do anything. You just sort of have to keep an eye on it. But he lost weight, and so I guess he considered me to be kind of fat or something. So he kept trying to tell me, well, I eat fruit. I eat fruit. I make sure I eat fruit every day. Did I tell you I eat fruit? It's like, you had cancer. That's why you're thin. The fruit didn't do a goddamn thing, and stop trying to like shame me into eating fruit because you got cancer and that made you thin finally. So, yeah, that's really annoying. Just keep that shit to yourself. I'm sorry. No one cares. And if you are telling people, you got to ask yourself why you're telling people. Are you trying to like shame them into eating the same thing you are? I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you're genuinely happy that you've lost weight or you're feeling better or something, you want to share that with other people. But who are you sharing that with? Are you like targeting someone you consider to be larger than what you like and you're bothering them about what you're eating and stuff? Maybe they don't care. Maybe they've got some, they got their own shit going on. They've got their own health issues, whatever. Or maybe they don't have health issues at all. They're just larger than you like. So they don't care about what you're eating. Try not to tell them. And if you're bragging that you threw up after you ate a candy bar, you've got a whole host of other issues to worry about.